Welcome, hockey fans, inside Löfbergs Arena in Karlstad, Sweden, as we get set for tonight's matchup featuring Färjestad and HV71, as we are set to go here in Löfbergs Arena. HV71 controlling the face-off as they're forced back to the end. Färjestad with an early possession in the offensive zone, however, as this one finds its way to the half boards. HV able to play it off the boards and now out to neutral ice as this one is dumped deep into the Färjestad zone. Hustling over, Robin Figurin sends that one out front. And now able to collect his Bertanen as he throws that one up through the neutral ice. HV taking it back in their own zone. Stefan Elliott. This one shot wide of the net all the way around the boards, collected now by Dick Axelson, who will play this one off the boards and into the offensive zone now. This will be an icing call going against HV71 with just 62 seconds elapsed here in the first period, so this face-off will come all the way back in the HV zone. Face-off coming to the right of Pettersson Wenzel. Persson lining up to take the face-off for Färjestad, not able to win it against Kevin Stenlund, however. Now that one centered right out front, and sending that one over the net was Theodor Lundstrom. Beautiful centering pass by Joakim Nygaard, who, like I had mentioned, or who I should mention, I should say, is on a bit of a hot streak at the moment as well. Now Torngren also on a hot streak, lets the shot go from the high slot, and that one taken up high by Friedrich Pettersson Wenzel. Bouncing puck is sent all the way down the ice, hustling to catch up with it. Not able to, however, as Warren loses the race to that one. Bertanen, and we've got another icing call going against HV, but Christopher Torngren absolutely hot right now with a 6-game point streak, trying to extend it early in this first period. And Eddie sending this one up to his own blue line. HV trying to move it out, however it's taken away and sent back into the Färjestad end. Bertanen able to collect. Still play this one cross ice to West. Jens Weston through the neutral ice, gain center, firing that one in. Loved out of the air, however, by Brandstrom. As Brandstrom in his own corner will start to head out as he'll fire this one through the neutral ice, tipped into the Färjestad end. This one put in the half boards, taken back now by Oscar Sund. Sund in the corner, battling there with Oscar Steen. Sund still with possession of the puck, leaves it there as Captain Thornberg. Thornberg in the corner, back to Sund at the top of the circle, back to the line. That's the shot go. That one hits a couple bodies and flex wide of the net. Nielsen was drilled from behind there. He was able to move it back to his defenseman Bertanen, and now Bertanen controlling behind the net. Färjestad working this one through the neutral. Now bouncing puck in the offensive zone. Collected HV71 as Edschel. Still controlling as that one is sent over the net by Pierre Engvall, ripping that hard wrister just wide. Now along the end boards, this one is plugged by Edschel in the corner, walking back to the half boards. Edschel turns back towards the corner, now sends this one to the circle between the skates, and a one-time shot from Pilot from the line. As Wickstrand had that one right between his skates. Found its way to Lawrence Pilot, who lets one fly. You see in the last 6 matches, Edgedal, Gustafsson, and Engvall combining for 17 points. Or rather, in the last 3 matches, I should say. Or no, my apologies, the last 6 matches. Stephen Elliott with the sharp angle attempt off the side of Lars Haugen. Working it back the other way. Torngren into the offensive zone, dancing around the defenseman, lets the shot go. Pedersen Wenzel able to make the save. This one gloved out of the air by Matthias Tedenby, who still has possession of the puck. He'll play this one now over to Persson. Christopher Persson loses the handle as Torngren leaves there for Linus Persson. Tried to send it back to him, however it's intercepted. Now controlled by Bengtson, who throws this one around the boards. Alvin Figuerin in the neutral ice, sending that one cross ice. Now from center, this one gets fired in as Haugen stops it up behind his net. Leaving there for Millard. Millard will send this one up the ice as Dick Axelson carries through center. Axelson into the offensive zone, backdoor pass, Asplund with the shot right on. That one saved by Pedersen Wenzel. Bengtson now gives that one up to Axelson. Now back the other way is Stenlund. Stenlund firing this one into the far corner. Bill Sweat trying to catch up to it. Zanetti's there first and rips that one wide. Now Färjestad moving it back the other way. Tip pass just out of his reach, so HV take it back. Nice little move around the defenseman into the offensive zone. Centering pass out front. And Stenlund couldn't make good contact with it as it's controlled in the corner. Now walk behind the net to the opposite corner. He'll leave there as this one is played in deep by Eric Brandstrom, and now coming away with it is Virtanen as he'll play this one off the boards. However, it's sent deep back into the Färjestad end. Lucas Nordstadter behind his own net now as he'll play this one on the half boards. Aggressive forecheck here by HV, forcing Färjestad to clear the zone now. As this one is sent back the other direction. Max Warren into the offensive zone. He'll fire this one in deep. Haugen out of his net. Backhanding that one to his defenseman. Out of his reach, however, as Edschel's able to take it back in the offensive zone. Now Engvall with the pass off the inboards. However, that one is intercepted by Oskar Steen. Puck finds its way in front of Haugen, and he'll cover up for a stoppage with 14:48 remaining here in the first frame. No goals so far, but Färjestad with a couple of great scoring chances, that one included. And then another one we'll see here is Christopher Torngren dancing around a couple of defensemen, getting a good shot on net, but Pedersen Wenzel with an equally nice save. Here you see Torngren, 2 goals, 5 assists for a 6-game point streak. And now bouncing puck finds its way to Haugen. Looked like he wanted to glove that one out of the air. Might have been tipped, however, as it lands right on top of his pad as he'll cover up for a stoppage. Face off to the right of Haugen. Rhino able to win this one back, and it's controlled now by Wickstrand. Wickstrand playing this one over to the half boards. He gets it back now. All the way down the ice, icing is waved off. Rhino playing this one to Rydal. Rydal in the corner. As that one taken away from him by David Gustafsson. Back to the line, held in, however. Gustafsson leaping to try and glove that one down. He wasn't able to. Gustafsson now behind the net. And this one is Stefan Elliott. Elliott back to Gustafsson. Gustafsson lifting that one into the offensive zone, and charging in is Matthias Tedenby. Sends his man into the end boards. However, he loses the puck, and it's taken back by Färjestad in their own end. Nygaard now throwing this one up the ice into the offensive zone is Torngren. Torngren with a shot that's deflected up and over the net as Torngren has looked dangerous already. And now it's tipped right on. And Pedersen Wenzel with a good position save there as on the doorstep. That one could have found the back of the net easily, but Pedersen Wenzel with a nice save as HV worked it back the other way into the offensive zone is Figuerin from the top of the circle. Lets the shot go. That one goes wide all the way around the boards and all the way back deep into the HV zone as Pedersen Wenzel out of his net to collect this one in the corner. Throws it behind the net to his defenseman, who will now start out the other way. Pilot has that one tipped up to the neutral ice and loses the handle on it, and Asplund carries back into the offensive zone. Rasmus Asplund walking in all alone, toe drag, trying to send it out front, but nobody's there to bang it home as Rasmus Asplund with a nice little move catches Pedersen Wenzel out of position, but just couldn't tuck it in. And now shot right on by Stenlund is steered aside by Lars Haugen as we've got some good end-to-end action here in the first period. Both teams looking dangerous, looking to break this goose egg tie. Now Ulstrom has that one poked away from him. Sent back the other way, hustling to catch up to it, not able to as it's poked back to the blue line and HV regained possession. Ulstrom throwing this one up the ice. Warren can't control as Steen will collect in the neutral ice. Oskar Steen forcing this one in deep. Going away with it, however, is Stefan Elliott as he throws it back to the person who throws it up the ice. Now Warren into the offensive zone as that one taken away by Nielsen. Nielsen into the offensive zone, making moves, gives it up, however, to Stefan Elliott, who throws it back towards the Färjestad end. Wickstrand now controlling. He'll play this over to his defensive partner, who plays it up to Nielsen, just off his skates and out of his reach. Edgedal throwing it out through the neutral ice, but taken back by Färjestad. Lifting this one high down the ice as Edgedal into the offensive zone. We've got a glove and a stick on the ice down there. Färjestad working it back the other way. As this one is sent in on the wrong side of center, so this will be an icing call going against Färjestad. As Färjestad fans, not a fan of that call. But here you see a great opportunity by Asplund. Nice moves, but good poke check by the defenseman there. Breaks up that opportunity and then just tries to slide it, maybe looking for a bounce off the backside of the goaltender or one of the defensemen, but it drifts harmlessly through the crease. Färjestad controlling off the clean face-off win. Nordstadter sending this one up through the neutral ice. Bring back at center, however, and this is going to be an offside call going against HV as one touched up by Grundle, or rather Landstrom. Oh, he's still in the zone. You see a high stick went undetected there, so Färjestad getting away with one. This one back as Pilot controls in his own end. And send that one up through the neutral ice off the stick and now into the Färjestad zone. Virtanen will throw it back out to the neutral ice and right back into the Färjestad end. Haugen out of his net, plays it to the half boards. Behind the net, collected by Virtanen. Now Reinham sending that one cross ice. However, it's a delayed offside, so Färjestad forced to clear the zone, and HV now with some time and space to try and break out as Pilot behind his own net. It'll be forced out now as Pilot gives it up to Torngren. Christopher Torngren on the doorstep. Beautiful tic-tac-toe play. And Färjestad take the lead at the 10:39 mark of the first period, and there you go. Torngren extends his point streak to 7. And Lord's Pilot stripped of the puck by Christopher Torngren. What a great forecheck and aggressive play there by Torngren. Couldn't get the initial shot off, but a beautiful pass, I believe, from Nygaard. Didn't actually quite catch who scored that one, but Torngren right out front there is going to force Pilot out. Nice little whack, good poke check, lifts the stick, back to Nygaard, and then Nygaard centers out front. No chance for Pettersson Wenzel to make the save on that one. And it's Linus Persson getting his 7th of the season. HV controlling off the face-off. The captain Thornburg will poke this one in deep and pursues to the end boards. Färjestad taking back in their own end, however, as Asplund leaves there for Axelsson. Cross ice passes. This one is carried into the offensive zone by Ellis. Morgan Ellis from behind the net now. We'll throw this one to the half boards to Asplund. Rasmus Asplund playing it behind the net. Now we're taken back by Max Warren. Now backdoor pass to Axelsson, too hot to handle, however. Christopher Persson playing this one out to center ice. No further as Millard carries it back into the offensive zone. Delayed offside here from Färjestad is going to draw a whistle. 9:56 remaining in the first period. Färjestad with the 1-0 lead. Take a look now at stats through the first half of this first period. Shots on goal 6-3 in favor of Färjestad, so out shooting HV71 at the moment. And perhaps the missed shots is one of the reasons, as HV71 has taken a lot of shots. However, they've missed the majority of them. 2 hits apiece. HV71 winning in the face-off circle 6-2, and no special teams action so far in this one. Taking a look at the other games going on around the league. 3 other contests in the SHL this evening. Linköping and Mora locked at a scoreless tie Brynäs with a 1-0 lead over Djurgården, and Malmo and Frölunda also locked in a scoreless tie at the moment. HV71 winning this one back into their own zone. Brandstrom winning this one to Zanetti, plays it up to his own blue line. Millard trying to track down the bouncing puck, play back out to neutral ice. Now into the offensive zone, they've got a potential 2-on-1 opportunity, but Nielsen is turned back. Now feathering that one to Millard, who lets the shot go. That one off a helmet, it almost looked like. And up into the meshing for a stoppage. Färjestad not letting up here in the first period as they've gotten the majority of the good scoring chances. One of which finished off right there by Linus Persson. Waved out of the circle now is Anton Bengtsson. Rhino able to win this one back to Wickstrand at the line. Wickstrand now sent in deep to Rhino. And Rhino behind the net. Mister there by Figurin, still with possession. The puck walking right out front, jamming at it, can't get it past. Pedersen Wenzel had a couple of whacks at it. And Martin Johansson behind the net, looking for some help here. Will get it as this one played in along the end boards to Johansson once again. Johansson in the corner, up to the half boards. Taken off the puck and collected out by Tenby, who will throw this one up to Bengtsson. Bengtsson into the offensive zone, angled off the puck there by Virtanen. Virtanen sends him hard into the boards. Bengtsson now from the corner. Taken back by Ulstrom. David Ulstrom letting the shot go, hits a body, doesn't find its way through. Wickstrand in his own corner now will play this one to Rhino. Rhino behind his own net, looking to start out now as they'll throw this one up the ice. Turn back at center, however, as Rhino gets it back in his own end. Wickstrand through the neutral ice. Now Stefan Elliott controls. Elliott at center will lift this one softly into the Färjestad end, and this one played to Wickstrand by Haugen. Some help now from Persson. Through the neutral ice, that one poked away from him as Stenlund is able to play it back into the Färjestad end. Poked away by Weston. And some help from Oscar Sund as this one is poked deep into the Färjestad end. Wired deep back into the Färjestad end. Norstadter over to Weston. Weston up to Axelsson. Back to Weston and along the inboards. On the half boards now, Färjestad struggling to get out of their own end. Have an opportunity now as Weston sends this one the length of the ice. No icing on the play. Bengtsson controlling from behind his own net as he'll start out. Rather, Brandstrom loses the puck but gets some help from Edschel, who gets tripped up at the blue line, and Färjestad working back the other way. Asplund had that one just out of his reach. Edschel able to come away with it as he'll throw this one up to center. Pierre Engvall battling there against Lundstrom. Edschel back in his own zone. And now a fortuitous bounce off the referee for Färjestad, a one-time attempt right on. And Pedersen Wenzel takes that one right in the midsection and holds on for the stoppage with 7:05 remaining here in the first period. 1-0 the score in favor of Färjestad, but that scoring opportunity all resulting from a nice little bounce off the skate of the referee. And HV probably wouldn't have been happy had that one resulted in a goal for Färjestad. Pilot cross-ice pass. HV71 into the offensive zone. Figurin gets tripped up, or rather Tenby gets tripped up on his way in the zone. He's This one is plucked at the blue line, trying to send it in deep. However, it's intercepted by Nielsen as he'll throw this one off the boards into the HV end. Now Nielsen gets it back, lets the shot go. Pettersson Wenzel with the save as Marcus Nielsen with a great opportunity to extend this lead to 2 at the 6:37 mark of the first frame. HV71 able to win this one back. Zanetti controlling his own zone. Will play this one off the glass. Not out, however, as it's held in at the line. Rydal now. Rydal trying to cut right up front. He backhands it home. Gustav Rydal with a beauty as he roofs that one past Pettersson Wenzel on the backhand. And Färjestad take the 2-0 lead. Great individual effort by Gustav Rydal, one of the newly acquired players for Färjestad. He came over from Luleå on the 13th. Färjestad has actually made a few moves in the past week or so. Morgan Ellis, of course, coming over from Latvia. Libor Hudacek coming over from Orebro. Gustav Rydal coming over from Luleå. They loaned Fabian Zetterlund to Timrå of Hockey Svensken. And so Färjestad seems to be loading up and preparing for the playoffs. Wickstrand sending it over to his defensive partner and throws this one all the way down the ice. Icing on the play. Stephen Elliott in his own zone, playing this one off the boards up to center. No further as it's sent right back into the HV zone. Stephen Elliott now controlling. Quick shot right on. Now Asplund. Playing this one to Axelsson. Axelsson throwing this one down the ice, and he's sprung. And now pulls it to the backhand, and Pettersson Wenzel with a great save, denying him on the doorstep. That one's going to be whistled dead. No, it won't, as HV touches up first, or will be whistled dead now, as Axelsson knocked that one out of the air with a very high stick. Libor Hudacek with a great opportunity. Sprung all alone, but Pettersson Wenzel with a beautiful save, as this one easily could have been 3-0 for Färjestad. All Hudacek had to do was get that one up in the air, but just in tight, a little bit too tight to do that. Moving back to Haugen as he leads there for Virtanen. Through the neutral ice, he'll fire this one in. Big check along the inboards there. Here Engvall able to poke it to Lawrence Pilot. His own zone. Off the boards, up to center, no further as it's carried into the offensive zone by Virtanen. He'll backhand this one in deep. Pettersson Wenzel behind his own net, bringing it around the boards, finds its way to the half boards, but forced back in by Johansson, and now taken back by Färjestad. Oscar Steen will throw this one in deep. Pilot from the end boards, taken off the puck there by Asplund as he'll play to Johansson. Johansson back to the line to Lindstrom as that shot tipped wide of the net. Asplund now controlling in the corner. Trying to center that one out front, taken away by Gustafsson, who plays it to Pilot. Pinching down from the line, Lundstrom is able to force this one into the corner. Thrown all the way around the boards and now collected by Engvall. Still not out, however, as this one centered out front for Asplund, who backhands that one over the net. Asplund trying to center for Johansson, broken up by a good stick, and HV finally able to move this one out to the neutral ice after some good sustained pressure from Färjestad. Färjestad, however, not letting up as Wickstrand fires this one into the empty corner. Pinching down low is Torngren. Torngren with a shot from the top of the circle. Johansson with a rebound opportunity. Pettersson Wenzel with a couple of good saves as this one finds its way just off the side of the net, and that's going to be an icing call going against HV with 4:05 remaining here in the first period. And there you see Christopher Torngren with a beautiful little turnaround move off the half boards, and then a great opportunity out front on the rebound there for Johansson is also steered aside by Pettersson Wenzel. Nygaard has his stick chopped in half, looking for penalties, not going to get it. As this puck finds its way back into the Färjestad end. Nygaard into the offensive zone as that one poked away. Good play there by Mark Zanetti. Through the neutral ice, carried back by Wickstrand into his own zone as he'll throw this one back. Now gets it back. Now gives it up to Bengtson, but gets it back right away. All the way down the ice and tripped up there is Libor Hudacek. No call on the play. Färjestad fans not happy with that, and I can certainly understand why. That was, oh, in my opinion, textbook trip right there, but no call on the play there as this game remains 5-on-5 with 3:10 remaining in the first period. Färjestad, the hometown team, with the 2-0 lead. Asplund along the inboards, all the way back to the line to no one in particular, as this one will come all the way back into the Färjestad end. Now Hudacek can't gain the line as Färjestad retreat back into their own zone. That one sent unintentionally to Haugen, who plays it back to his defenseman. And Millard throwing this one up to Nielsen. Controlling in their own zone, throwing this one out through the neutral ice, all the way back in the Färjestad end. No icing on the play. And Steen controls behind his own net, now plays it to the corner. Färjestad now controlling as this one will be carried into the offensive zone by Millard with the long shot. Right in the midsection of Pettersson Wenzel, who holds on for a stoppage with just over 2 minutes remaining in the first frame. Pretty dominant performance so far for Färjestad. HV71 has had some opportunities of their own, but Färjestad at the moment all over HV71. Face off to the left of Pettersson Wenzel. Back to the line. Morgan Ellis with the long shot, hits a body, deflects wide. Pierre Engvall controlling in his own zone, plays this one over to the opposite corner, now thrown up the ice to Gustafsson, who loses the handle on that one. Wickstrand controlling in his own zone, playing this one to the blue line, now back to center. Into the offensive zone, Brandstrom has that one poked away from him. Engvall playing this one back to his defenseman. Zanetti now controlling behind his own net. Finds its way deep in the Färjestad end, however, sent in on the wrong side of center, so this will be an icing call going against HV71 with 90 seconds remaining in the first frame. Here you see the two results from the two previous meetings between these two teams. Färjestad coming away with the 6-5 victory back on January 7th and the 4-2 victory all the way back on October 14th. From the inboards now, he'll throw this one up the ice, tipped through the neutral ice into the Färjestad end. This one is sent to the blue line, and now Färjestad working back the other way out of the reach of Nygaard. However, he'll win the race to this puck to negate the icing. Nygaard steps into Zanetti, who gets knocked to the ice, but HV able to take it back, but give it up now. Färjestad with possession loses it as this one is carried back the other way by Figuerin. Figuerin from the half boards, drop pass just out of the reach of Bengtson, but he's able to track it down. That shot tipped up and over the net. Final minute of the play in the first period. That one off the boards, held in, however. Anton Bengtson with the shot, big rebound off the end boards, sharp angle, or rather centering pass is intercepted, and Färjestad will hold on to it in their own zone. One of the goal scorers, Persson, sends this one over to the half boards and played softly up the ice, and this will be an icing call going against Färjestad with just 33 seconds remaining here in the first period. The other way, Färjestad into the offensive zone. Hudacek stops up, lets the shot go. And Pettersson Wenzel equal to the task as Libor Hudacek has had a couple of good opportunities here in the first frame. Nice little passing play between him and Axelson, as he had Axelson as an option back door, but good little stop up as Bengtson, or rather Brandstrom, just slides past him on the ice. Puck finds its way to Virtanen as he'll play this one back to the line to no one in particular, as it's carried back the other way by Stenlund, and now an opportunity for Ulstrom. Ulstrom looking for the centering pass out front, can't find a good shot. Brandstrom with the shot, and he scores. 9 seconds remaining in the first period, and Brandstrom pulls it back within one. Brandstrom with a beautiful wrist shot from the high slot ripples the mesh, and HV get their first of the game late in this first period. And Brandstrom with his first of the season. But this opportunity created by Ulstrom, as he'll throw that out front, gets a lucky bounce off a skate right to Brandstrom, and a perfectly placed wrist shot, top corner. Big crowd of bodies out front, hard for Haugen to see where that one was going to go. Looked like he might have just gotten a piece of it, but not enough, as Brandstrom with his first of the season brings back within one late in the first period. And HV71 look like they'll just be happy to run the clock out on the first 20 minutes, as the buzzer will sound, and the first period is in the bag. Looks like a bit of rough stuff between Warren and Millard after the buzzer, but linesman right there to break it up. Take a look now at first period stats. And my goodness, Färjestad heavily outshooting HV71 16-5. As that is a very lopsided stat sheet, right, or lopsided shot clock, I should say. Missed shots 5-2 in favor of HV71. Not a super physical game at the moment. Hits are 4-2 in favor of Färjestad. HV71 winning in the face-off circle 13-8. And no power play opportunities, so no special teams in that first period, as both teams managed to stay out of the box. Färjestad is playing very dominant right now, 5-on-5. They don't want to give them a man advantage. Lars Haugen with just 4 saves in that first period. His counterpart on the other side of the ice a little bit busier. Johan Rhino lining up against Eric Brandstrom, or rather Anton Bengtson, to take the face-off. And we are underway as Bengtson's able to win this one back into his own zone. Thrown up through the neutral ice, poked away, however. Now picked up by Pilot, who will throw this one into the Färjestad end. Weston from the corner. Back the other way, carried by Färjestad, as Rhino sends this one up along the left side, taken back by Pilot, but Rhino forces it in behind the HV net. Now we've got a player down behind the play. It's Matthias Tedenby, slow to his feet. Keep an eye on the left side of your screen. And colliding there with Jesse Virtanen. Gives him a bit of a slew foot. Tedenby slow to the bench. And so power play now for HV71 early in the second period. This is a great opportunity for them to get some momentum back on their side, as this one is collected by HV71, and they'll try to get set up in the offensive zone. Victor Edgel controlling. Turns back towards the half boards. Played down low, but intercepted by Millard, who throws this one out to center ice. HV71's power play 18% on the season, which is good for 9th overall in the league. Penalty killing for Färjestad, 81% efficiency, which is good for 7th overall. This one carried into the offensive zone by Sweat. Quick shot right on. And now on the doorstep. Ulstrom couldn't get that one on target, as this one is sent back to the line by Edgel. Now played over. Quick shot wide of the net by Landstrom, ringing it all the way around the boards. Brandstrom can't hustle over to hold it in. Landstrom back to Brandstrom. Brandstrom will play this one in deep, and this will be an icing call going against HV. With 1:16 remaining on the man advantage, as this faceoff will come all the way back into the HV zone. HV71 in their own zone. Landstrom from behind his own net. Leaves there for Brandstrom. Pass up the ice, tipped along the left side. Not able to work it out as Landstrom into the offensive zone along the half boards. Will play this one in low. Lindstrom sending it to the opposite corner. This one gets sent all the way down the ice as the linesman had to duck out of the way of that one. Landstrom controlling along the half boards. Will play this one back behind his own net. Engvall there to collect. Pierre Engvall starting back the other way. Tedenby now into the offensive zone along the end boards. In some help from Engvall, however, Tedenby down on the ice, and this one is taken back by Steen as he'll fire at the length of the ice. And Pettersson Wenzel stops it up in his own zone. Lawrence Pilot behind the net. Playing it up to Engvall. Engvall through center into the offensive zone, lets the shot go. Haugen with the easy glove save, sees that one all the way and holds on for a stoppage with just 12 seconds remaining on the man advantage for HV71. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. Stenlund lining up to take the face-off for HV71. Bit of a scramble draw collected by Färjestad now as they'll look to work it out the other way. Long pass up the ice, finds its target, Nygaard. Couldn't quite settle it down, however, as Nygaard forced into the end boards, and we're back to 5-on-5. Tandon steps out of the box. Pilot controls in his own corner. Once Pilot throwing this one up to the blue line. Stenlund has it taken away from him, but gets him off from Pilot, who moves it out to center. Pilot tipped in by Stenlund. Haugen behind his net will play it to the corner. Lifting this one down the ice. Now Zanetti controls in his own zone. Mark Zanetti throwing this one up to the center line. Oscar Sund poked away from him. And this one sent cross ice deep into the Färjestad end. Max Warren along the end boards. Oscar Sund able to collect. He'll throw this one back to the line out of the reach of his intended target, however, as it comes all the way back deep into the HV zone. Played back behind the net to the opposite corner. Thrown up through center. Haugen stops it up behind his net. Lars Haugen playing it to the corner. However, Max Warren together with Morgan Ellis, the two number 4s, as Johan Reino plays this one up along the left side. Into the offensive zone is Johansson. Johansson from the end boards battling there against Brandstrom. And Brandstrom coming away with it. He'll lift this one into the neutral ice. Gloved out of the air, and now Wickstrand sends it back the other way. A little bit too strongly, however, as the Färjestad fans reacting negatively to that icing call. Oscar Steen obviously doesn't like it either. Or rather, Libor Hudacek, I should say. Less than 4 minutes elapsed here in the second period. 2-1 the score remains in favor of Färjestad, as HV71 wasn't able to capitalize on their first man advantage of the game. Clean win back. Quick shot right on by Wanström. And Lars Haugen equal to the task as he holds on for the stoppage. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. Gustafsson lining up to take the face-off for HV71. Steen able to win it back, however, as he'll collect and sends behind the net. Through the neutral ice now from center. Lindstrom throwing that one cross ice, collected by Aslan, centering pass out front, returns to Aslan, a beautiful pass. Passing play between Nielsen and Aslan finishes it off to restore the 2-goal lead for Färjestad. That was a beauty. Nielsen making the very non-selfish play there. Could have taken an opportunity himself, but sends it back to Aslan, who just has to tap it in back door, and Färjestad with a 3-1 lead. Beautiful play there as Nielsen sends it between the legs of Zanetti right back to Aslan. No chance for Pettersson Wenzel to make the save on that one. the other way. 2-on-1 opportunity for HV71. Tedenby lets the shot go. Rebound for Figurin. And that one steered aside by Haugen as Figurin and Tedenby combining for a couple of shots on net, but not able to ripple the mesh. Tedenby still with possession of the puck in the corner. He'll send this one up to the half boards. Dick Axelson knocking it up into the air, gloved out of the air by Bengtson. Now Axelson taking it back through the neutral ice into the offensive zone is Hudacek with the shot right on. Big rebound out front. Collected and taken away from danger, however, as this one is rung right around the boards. And now on the doorstep all alone is Axelson. Backdoor pass, can't get the shot away. As Pettersson Wenzel able to get back into possession. Libor Hudacek just bobbling the pass on that one after Axelson with a beautiful heads-up play there. Fakes the shot, sends it to Hudacek, and the puck looks like it just stands up on him as soon as it hits the as soon as it hits his blade. And Pettersson Wenzel able to dive over to hold on for the stoppage with 15:02 remaining here in the second period. Bill Sweat carrying this one back the other way, 2-on-2 through the neutral ice. Holmstrom tried to go between his own legs, didn't have enough mustard on it, however, as Färjestad work it back the other way. Into the offensive zone, he'll stop up at the blue line, trying to find the trailer there. Morgan Ellis, who sends that weakly towards the net, whacked on target by Nygaard, and now taken back by Persson in the corner. Coming away with it is Brandstrom as he'll poke it to the corner, up to the half boards now as Nygaard throws a check. We've got a whistle on the play. And we've got a slashing penalty upcoming here. And it's going to go against Persson, so HV71 is going to be given another man advantage opportunity here in the second frame. Färjestad fans obviously not happy with the call. Head coach Johan Pennerborn looks a little flabbergasted as well. There you see on the left side of the screen, Persson just gave him a bit of a whack. Didn't look like too heavy of a chop. Either way, Färjestad find themselves down the man for the next 2 minutes. Good start to the penalty kill, however, as they send it the length of the ice and HV forced to start out from behind their own net. Through neutral ice, he'll try to play that one into the offensive zone, but it gets sent back into the HV end. Brandstrom now in his own zone, turn back. Sweat. Turn back at his own blue line as well. HV struggling to get out of their own zone on the man advantage at the moment. Now that one turned over at center ice, shorthanded opportunity back the other way is Aslan with the slap shot. Blocked out front, doesn't get through. Brandstrom into the neutral ice, now into the offensive zone slowly. As he'll send this one purposely wide off the end boards. Holmstrom, Edschel, as that one is sent back out to the neutral ice. Now Färjestad short-handed into the offensive zone. Axelson trying to dance around Brandstrom as Axelson takes a heavy chop and drives Brandstrom hard into the ice. Axelson is going to be issued a slashing penalty here, as Axelson gives Brandstrom a two-handed chop. No doubt about that one, as Axelson is going to be shown the box, and HV71 is going to get a 65-second 5-on-3 man advantage. Irresponsible play there by Axelson. Short-handed 200 feet from his own net. Not too sure what he expected the call to be after that, but he had to know that was immediately going to draw a penalty. And like I said, 200 feet from his own net, already down a man. That's not the kind of play you want to take. So a 5-on-3 opportunity here for HV71 as they look to pull it back within one once again. Edschel able to win this one back to Pilot at the line, who plays this one over to Elliott. Stefan Elliott from the circle lets the shot go. Haugen with the save and holds on for the stoppage, and some rough stuff after the whistle now between Edschel and Millard. Now Edschel's going to be shown the box, and so Victor Edschel is going to take his team off the two-man advantage, and so we'll have some 4-on-3 play. Edschel going to be issued a slash here as well. exactly see anything that would have been an obvious penalty, but obviously the referees kind of want to keep this game in check, don't want the rough stuff to get out of hand, so maybe setting an example with that penalty edge. So Stephen Elliott controlling in his own zone, 4-on-3, so lots of open ice here for HV71 on the man advantage. As this one carried into the offensive zone. He'll get set up now. Stephen Elliott, top of the circle, plays this one down low, gets it back. Elliott from the circle, from the dot, lets the shot go, and he scores. Goes off both posts and in, as Stephen Elliott brings it back within one. Beautifully placed wrist shot on the inside of the far post, off the close post and in. Didn't take long for HV71 on the 4-on-3 advantage, at least, to find the back of the net. Haugen screened out front, leaving that far side a little bit exposed. And we've got some 4-on-4 action for the next minute 15 as Pilot controls in the neutral ice. Stenlund now looking for Pilot out front, couldn't quite reach it as Pilot is able to control now. Pilot back to Tedenby. Tedenby along the half boards. Pilot. Orange Pilot in the corner. Trying to center that one out front. Tipped away by Linus Persson, however, as Stenlund controls along the end boards. Kevin Stenlund from the corner now. Playing this one to Tedenby. Tedenby in the corner. Now to Elliott, Stephen Elliott. Still with possession of the puck as he tiptoes across the blue line. Now works it down low. Elliott centering out front, rebound. Or not a rebound rather, but Tedenby just couldn't get a good shot away as he found the puck on his stick, but couldn't get much speed behind that shot as Haugen covers up for a stoppage. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. Thornburg, the captain, lining up to take the face-off for HV71, able to win it back against Steen. Controlled at the line as this one is sent towards the net. Bouncing puck, where is it? Behind Haugen, and it stays out of the net as Färjestad will work it back the other way. They've got numbers through center, 3-on-2 opportunity as Thornburg comes back, lets the shot go. Rebound out front, Aslan with the shot, another opportunity. Steered aside by Pettersson Wenzel. Aslan still with possession of the puck. Aslan allowed to walk right out front all alone, and he's denied by Pettersson Wenzel. Following up on the play is Oscar Steen as he ripples the mesh and restores the 2-goal lead. Per Aslan allowed to walk right out front, getting a couple of whacks at it, can't find the back of the net, but Oscar Steen steaming in from behind, able to collect the puck and rips it short side against Pettersson Wenzel. Aslan with 1, 2 whacks at it there. Thornburg kind of retreats, giving Aslan some daylight there. And then Oscar Steen just able to tuck that one in short side. Morgan Ellis now controlling in his own zone. He'll throw this one up to center. Worked back into the offensive zone by Färjestad. Long shot up over the net. From the half boards now, Nick Axelson from the top of the circle. Still with possession of the puck. We're back to 5-on-5 action, I should mention. Now Asplund fanning on that attempt as Edgel works it back the other way. Victor Edgel, top of the circle, sends that one wide off the end boards. Libor Hudacek lifting this one out through neutral ice. Brandstrom settles it down, sends it back into his own zone, and now played off the boards. And drilled from behind there was Gustafsson. As Wickstrand plays it back behind his own net. To Ellis, who chips this one off the boards, not out, knocked out of the air by a high stick by Edgel. Quick shot, steered aside by the left shoulder of Haugen. Wickstrand in the corner, battling there against Gustafsson. Asplund there, battling against Engvall. He's able to move it to Ellis. Morgan Ellis lifting this one high down the ice to center, gloved out of the air there by Brandstrom, who sends it right back to Tedenby. However, HV71, one of the players way offside there, so we'll have a stoppage with 10:25 remaining here in the second frame. face-off in the neutral ice. Bengtson lining up to take the face-off for HV71. Clean win back. Heavy shot around the boards all the way to the half boards. Tedenby there battling against Virtanen. Four bodies trying to work this one off the boards. Finds its way back to Wickstrand. Now Johansson in the corner. In some help from Nordstadter as this one is poked behind the net. Virtanen able to collect. Now Rhino through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Backdoor pass, but it bounced over Johansson's stick. Still able to collect. Centering pass out front. And that one sent right on. But a nice save there by Pettersson Wenzel. Now Rydal in the corner. Getting some help from Johansson, who comes away with it. Plays this one back to the line to Virtanen. Virtanen to Rhino. Penalty upcoming here to HV71. Rhino cross ice pass. Tipped away from his intended target, and we'll have a stoppage and a penalty here for HV71. So Färjestad will get their first man advantage of the game and look to extend this lead to 3. Taking a look now at some stats from this game. So far, shots on goal, 24-14. And so Färjestad with 8 shots in this second period. HV71 with 9. So HV71 definitely getting more action towards the net and making life a little busier for Lars Haugen. Missed shots 8-2 in favor of HV71. Not a very physical game. Hits are just 5-2 in favor of Färjestad. Faceoffs 20-16 in favor of HV71. They've had 3 power play opportunities. Färjestad's had 1. Very short one, I should say. As I mentioned, it will be their first full power play opportunity upcoming here. 4 power play shots for HV71, and so their power play is at 33.33%, and their penalty killing 100% at the moment. But like I had mentioned previously in the broadcast, Färjestad with the best power play in the league. So this could be a good opportunity for them to extend that lead even further. Linköping currently leading 1-0 over Mora. Brynäs leading Djurgården 1-0. And Malmo and Frölunda locked at a scoreless tie still late in the second period. So we are set to resume now. Färjestad able to win this one back as they look to get set up. Not able to, however, as this one is collected and sent down the ice by Persson. Färjestad through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Along the half boards. Martin Johansson now from the corner. Back to the line. Wickstrand controlling. Asplund, top of the circle to Axelsson. Back to the line to Wickstrand. Back to Axelsson. Axelsson from the circle back to Wickstrand at the line. Back to Asplund, top of the circle. It's the shot go. Bouncing puck finds its way wide of the net. Collected by Axelsson in the corner. Nick Axelsson playing this one down low. From behind the net, centering out front, but fans on the attempt. Wickstrand able to collect. Back to Axelsson. Axelsson looking for the centering pass. Johansson fans on it once again, and this one will be played softly down into the Färjestad end as HV get a change going. Wickstrand now controlling. Wickstrand forced back behind his own net, turns away from his man. With speed through the neutral ice is Nielsen. Nielsen into the offensive zone. Still with possession of the puck as he retreats behind the net, plays this to the half boards to Hudacek. Hudacek back to Rhino. As Färjestad will get set up with 30 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Rhino cross ice pass, one-time attempt sent wide. Nygaard just out of his reach, but he's able to poke it over to Hudacek. Hudacek to Rhino. Rhino looking for the backdoor pass, but a nice diving block there by Stefan Elliott denies them that opportunity as Bengtson carries back the other way shorthanded. Shot on is steered aside by Haugen. 5 seconds remaining on the man advantage. One last rush perhaps here for Färjestad, a man up. Nielsen into the offensive zone. Drop pass back to the line. This one backhanded to the circle. Nygaard with the shot right on. Pettersson Wenzel with the save. Big rebound out front. Can't get it on target, however. Rhino gloves this one down at the line. Steams his way deep into the zone. Rhino sending this one to Nielsen. Nielsen back to Rhino. Rhino lets the shot go. That one hits a stick, doesn't find its way through. Rhino with possession of the puck. Centering out front for Nygaard. taken back by Edgel, however, as this one's sent to the line, but not out, as that one is held in by Virtanen. Now Bengtson controlling in his own zone, midst of a Färjestad change, gives them an opportunity to move out. Long shoot in, Haugen stops this one up and now plays it to the half boards. Finds its way back to the line, but not out. Edgel controlling in the offensive zone. Lets the shot go, doesn't find its way on target. Lundstrom to Virtanen. Virtanen from behind his own net fires this one all the way around the boards. Out to neutral ice. Gustafsson now back to his own blue line as Edgel plays this one to Engvall. Edgel gets it back. Edgel now in the corner. To Engvall. There's that one out of his reach. Long shot tipped right on by Engvall, and Haugen able to make the save as Pierre Engvall with the redirect. And Haugen in good position to make that save, holds on for the stoppage with 6:10 remaining here in the second period. Looks like it takes a deflection possibly off Person as well. Or no, just misses him, and then Engvall just bouncing that one off the ice. Bouncing puck back to the line, held in by Brandstrom. Long shoot in, finds its way off a stick up into the meshing as this faceoff will stay in the Färjestad end. Malart sending that one to the far corner in his own zone, collected by Axelsson. Plays it to the empty side, out to the neutral ice, but back into the Färjestad end now. Haugen playing it to the corner. Intercepted by Stenlund, nice pass to Sweat. Bill Sweat into the offensive zone, trying to dance around his men. Still with possession of the puck, centering pass out front, back to the high slot, lets the shot go, and somehow Haugen able to track that one down through a mess of bodies out front and holds on for the stoppage with 5:34 remaining here in the second frame. In the corner now, Morgan Ellis pokes it up to Steen. Steen back to Ellis. Ellis over to Wickstrand. Wickstrand from the corner playing this one up the ice, and now Färjestad will clear the zone, but it's taken back by Tedenby. Tedenby loses the handle as Aslan throws it back to his defenseman. Up the ice now as this one is moved into the offensive zone. Anton Bengtson at his own blue line. So that one is tipped to Figurin. Robin Figurin into the offensive zone to Tedenby. Tedenby, a little drag move with a shot right on. And Haugen equal to the task as he holds on for a stoppage with less than 5 minutes to play in the second frame. 4-2. The score in favor of Färjestad as HV71 has had a better second period than they did in the first, getting a lot more action towards the net and finding the back of the net once in this second period. However, they've also given up a lot of opportunities for Färjestad, who have struck twice in this second frame. Haugen not taking any chances with that one, with Edgel bearing down on him, will hold on for the stoppage. Edgel facing off against Person. Edgel clean win back as this one is controlled along the half boards. Corner now, Engvall controls behind the net. Here Engvall still with possession of the puck to Edgel, finds its way back to the top of the circle, and now this one is going to be waved off as goaltender interference there by Gustafsson, so this face-off will come outside the zone. Off in the neutral ice now. Max Warren lining up against Johan Rhino. Rhino able to win this one back to Lundstrom, who throws it to his defensive partner as this one is sent up the ice. And drilled into the corner boards. Oscar Sund able to control as he'll play it out to the neutral ice. Now gets it back. Sund playing this one deep into the offensive zone. Lundstrom there to collect. Now Sund along the half boards. Playing this one in deep for Millard. Or rather for Warren. Warren back to Sund. Sund can't get the shot away. Max Warren gets it back. Lets the slot shot go. Haugen with the save. Couldn't hold on to the rebound. Johan Rhino playing this one off the boards up to neutral ice. Haugen stops it up behind his own net. Now we've got a delayed offside here for Bengtson as the linesman hollering at him to get out of the zone. Into the HV end. Pedersen Wenzel stops that one up for his defenseman. Mark Zanetti pursued there by Hudacek. This one tipped all the way down the ice. Not enough for icing, however, as Wickstrand gets there. Taken off the puck, however, by Kevin Stenlund as Stenlund with possession of the puck in the corner. Stenlund playing this one back to the line. Top of the circle, lets the shot go. That one doesn't find its way on target. Lifted off the boards, and now this one controlled and sent over to Mark Zanetti. Zanetti with the shot that hits a body out front. Hudacek has that one taken away from him. Back to the line to Zanetti. Zanetti to Sweat. Sweat with the shot. Big rebound out front, cleared away from danger by Dick Axelson, who will send this one the length of the ice. Not enough for icing, however, as Zanetti back in his own zone will throw this one up the ice. Nice little tip pass to Elliott. However, he loses possession of the puck as Asplund will move it back the other direction. Excuse me, as Asplund sends that one right to Pedersen Wenzel. Trying to glove it out of the air, drops it, and dives on it to hold on for the stoppage with 2:34 remaining here in the second period. Face-off coming to the right of Pedersen Wenzel. Bengtson lining up against Steen. Person will play this one off the boards. Cross-ice pass now into the offensive zone. Figuring is going to be whistled offside, however. 2:26 remaining here in the second frame. Both teams will get a full change going on. Some fresh legs out on the ice. Lawrence Pilot at center will fire this one in. Lars Haugen behind his own net stops it up. Out of Virtanen, he'll play this one off the boards. Up to the neutral ice as Färjestad will play this one into the offensive zone. Bouncing puck in front of the net, sent to the half boards. Pinching down low, he's able to send it into the corner. Now walk back up to the half boards by Torngren. As this one is sent around the boards to Nygaard. Nygaard takes a check from behind from Person, still with possession of the puck, however, as he plays it to Torngren in the corner. Christopher Torngren already extended his point streak to 7 with an assist so far tonight, and he's looked dangerous on the doorstep was Torngren. Couldn't bang home that opportunity though. Still held in at the line as Weston will play this one into the corner. Bengtson controls in his own zone. Bengtson sending this one up the ice, out of the reach of Figuren, and this will be an icing call with 1:26 remaining here in the second frame. Torngren on the doorstep right there, just couldn't quite control that puck. Back underway now as this one controlled by Johansson, who gets taken down behind the net. Referee waving his head, signaling no penalty. Despite the fans' protest, of course. Thornburg, or rather Pilot, taken down in the corner by Rhino as Rhino gets it back. Backhand pass from the corner. Rhino gets back along the half boards, back to the line to Lundstrom with the shot. That one hits a body up front. Bengtson able to clear the line. At the last minute of play in the second period, as Bengtson comes away with it at his own blue line. Anton Bengtson gets tied up with his own man, and now an opportunity for Färjestad as that one is ripped up and over the meshing. It looks like Pettersson Wenzel just gets a piece of it to send it out of play with 48 seconds remaining here in the second period. Great play there by Persson, taking out 2 HV players. Face off to the right of Pettersson Wenzel. HV able to control off the face-off as they work it into the offensive zone. Edgel with the long shot attempt way wide of the net. Gustafsson first to arrive as he'll play this one down low for Engvall. Engvall now from the corner. Now backhanded attempt steered aside by Haugen. Bit of a weak one. No challenge there for Haugen to make the save. One now controlling in his own zone, playing that one to Lundstrom, who throws it up the ice to Asland. Gustafsson playing this one behind his own net. 7 seconds remaining. Looks like HV happy to run the clock out. No, they might get one last opportunity here late. They've got to get a shot away. They're not going to do it as the buzzer will sound. And that'll do it for 40 minutes of play as Färjestad with the 2-goal lead after 2 periods. As HV are going to have a bit of a hill to climb if they hope to come away with the victory in this one. Take a look now at second period stats. As HV71, my goodness, they only managed 5 shots in the first. They managed 15 in the second, so making Haugen's life between the pipes for Färjestad much busier. Färjestad with 10 shots of their own. Missed shots 3-1 in favor of HV71. Hits 2-1 in favor of Färjestad. Faceoffs 14-12. Power plays 3-2. And no power play shots for Färjestad, despite the fact they have the best power play in the league. So HV71 with a good penalty kill, as they have 100% penalty killing in this one so far. Full game stats: shots on goal 26-21 in favor of Färjestad. Missed shots 8-3. Hit 6-3. Faceoffs 25-22. 3 power play opportunities for Färjestad. 2 for HV71 rather. 2 for Färjestad. 4 power play shots for HV71. Johan Rhino able to win this one back to Johansson, who carries into the offensive zone. Poked away from him, however. And Lawrence Pilot able to collect in his own zone. Bit of a risky pass there as that shot whistled high over the net. Back to the blue line, held in by Weston as he'll play this one in deep to Johansson. Johansson behind the net, trying to center out front for Rhino. Rhino runs over his man, gets the puck back. Bengtsson down on the ice, slow to his feet. Backdoor pass, and it's tipped right in. And finish off by Gustav Rydahl as he extends the lead to 3. Just 23 seconds elapsed here in the third period. Anton Bengtsson slow to the bench. Here you see Bengtsson gets hit hard from behind. Looked like he took almost a knee to the back of his leg from Rhino. Weston, nice little cross-ice pass, and then Rydahl just with the tip home to give them the 3-goal lead. Like I had mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised if they get at least one more, and there it is very early in this third period, and HV now in a hole that's going to be tough to climb out of in this third frame. And Färjestad looking for more now. Dick Axelsson trying to center it out front, taken away, however, as this one is moved back the other direction. Holmstrom playing it to Stenlund, who just gets tripped up, swept back to his own defenseman in their end. Now Brandstrom playing this one off the end boards. Thornburg with a quick turnaround shot. Maybe looking for Warren for the redirect, but couldn't make contact with it. Brandstrom now controlling. Brandstrom playing this one down low for Warren. Warren in the corner, trying to play it back to the line. However, it's taken back by Färjestad as they'll work it back the other way. Torngren over to Nygaard. Nygaard, top of the circle, lets the shot go. That one whistles up high. HV now controlling in their own zone as Warren plays it to Brandstrom. Brandstrom taken off the puck by Torngren, who's had himself a great game so far. Back to the line, that one sent bouncing towards the net, wide of it. However, as Persson collects in the corner, he'll play this one to Torngren. Leaves the puck behind as Warren is able to collect. Warren leaving there for Zanetti behind the net. Zanetti taken down. Nielsen right there trying to collect as this one is hand passed. And I believe Zanetti's going to be issued a penalty here. And so Mark Zanetti will sit for 2, and Färjestad with a man advantage can really put this game out of reach if they are able to capitalize here. And there you see, closes his hand around the puck and throws it down the boards, and that'll draw a penalty every time, especially with the referee right there. Färjestad has that one taken away as Stenlund plays this one off the boards all the way into the Färjestad end. Haugen stops it up. Rhino steps around his man through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Johan Rhino leaving the puck behind, poked back to the line, held in by Bertanen. Long shot steered aside by Pedersen Wenzel. Now back to the line. Hudacek. Played down low now. Back to Rhino, tipped back to Bertanen. Now to Hudacek. From the circle, Libor Hudacek. Played down low. Now a shot off the side of the net as Nygaard controls in the corner, plays it to Hudacek. Playing this one off the boards and up to neutral ice. Rhino able to come away with it. Nielsen now into the offensive zone. Nielsen centering for Nygaard, and he scores. Joakim Nygaard finishes it off, and now a 4-goal lead for Färjestad, as 2 early goals in this third period has kind of put this one out of reach for HV71. And so 6-2 in favor of Färjestad. Nielsen, nice little pass over to Nygaard. Nygaard with the one-timer. Not much Pedersen Wenzel could have done about that one. And now HV71 calls a timeout to try and collect their thoughts here, as they are extremely back on their heels at the moment with a very large hole to try and dig themselves out of. Pierre Engvall in the corner now as this puck finds its way back into the neutral ice. Now another opportunity for Färjestad as they steam into the offensive zone. Steen gets tripped up along the half boards as this one finds its way to the end boards. And now this one will come outside the zone, or rather outside the area of play, and it'll stay inside the HV zone for a face-off. Ooh, and I think HV71 got away with the one there, as that one was sent over the glass untouched. But the referee says it was the way it was. That replay, however, shows otherwise. Brandstrom taken off the puck by Nygaard as he collects in the corner. Joakim Nygaard now controlling. Brandstrom in the corner. Playing this one around the boards. Brandstrom will play it to the far corner to no one in particular. Person able to regain possession is Färjestad, not letting their foot off the gas. Torngren playing that one down for Person. Zanetti able to come away with it, as this one collected by Färjestad. HV struggling to get out of their own zone. Now figuring into the offensive zone as that one taken away. Haugen out of his own net will play this one up to Asland. Through the neutral ice, he'll play that one off the boards, and Bill Sweat collects in his own zone. Now into the offensive zone is Stenlund. Stenlund, sharp angle attempt right on. Haugen with the save and covers up for the stoppage with 15:38 remaining here in the third period. Now some rough stuff after the whistle, bit of frustration starting to boil over for HV71. Face-off coming to the left of Haugen. Now back to the line. That shot doesn't find its way through. Mess bodies out front. Takes a rebound. Rachel Lindstrom plays it to Millard, who fires this one up to Steen. Steen, nice cross-ice pass to Aslan. Aslan into the offensive zone, stops up in the corner, tries to send it back to the top of the circle, and now we've got a player down on the ice. Stenlund, I believe, down on the ice now in a heap. Didn't catch what happened there. Looks like he's having some words towards Oscar Steen. And it looks like Steen will be shown the box. And there you see Steen taking him out far away from the play. Hard to see there if there was any intent or whether or not they just got tied up together. Didn't look like there was any intent on Steen's part there, just. And head coach Johan Pennerborn isn't happy with the call either. And it's just going to be 2 for interference for Steen. So HV71 with a man advantage, 15-19 remaining in the third period. If they hope to mount any sort of a comeback, they have to. Or at least you think they'd have to capitalize on this opportunity. Brandstrom controlling from the line, plays this one down low. Backdoor pass, as that one is collected by Wanstrom, who throws it around the boards. Edgel now controlling. Victor Edgel will play this one down low. Now back to Edgel. Back to Edgel in the circle. Lets the shot go. That hits Millard. Ulstrom back to the line to Brandstrom. Brandstrom cross-ice pass to the circle. Now to Sweat. Sweat with the shot. That one steered aside by Haugen. Wanstrom controlling. As the Färjestad fans continue to boo and jeer, Färjestad will send it the length of the ice. Brandstrom behind his own net now. Will look to start out. All he'll leave there is he'll go for a change. Pilot through the neutral ice. Turned back at center by Dick Axelson. Pilot throwing this one to Elliott as he'll slap it in hard all the way around the boards. Collected and sent deep. Engvall behind the net. Now playing this one over to Figuerin. Back to Elliott. Elliott down low, trying to center it out front. Tenby on the doorstep, couldn't get a shot away. Färjestad comes away with it. And they'll send this one the length of the ice, or not quite the length of the ice, back into the HV zone at least. Now back the other way is Elliott. Looking for the drop pass to Stenlund, didn't find it as Elliott will fire it back to the line. Top of the circle, shot right on. As that one steered aside, Stenlund from behind the net gives it up to Virtanen. As this one finds its way all the way back into the HV zone. And this is going to be whistled dead on a high stick, and the faceoff will stay in the HV zone with 13:30 remaining here in the third period. 11 seconds remaining on the man advantage for HV71. Not too sure what Lawrence Pilot hoped to achieve with that. It's going to be whistled on the high stick either way. Back into his own zone. It's collected by Lindstrom all the way around the boards as the penalty expires and Steen will step out of the box. Now Millard from the corner, turns around, fires this one off the boards up to the neutral ice. Into the offensive zone, he'll flip that one deep as Pettersson Wenzel knocks it out of the air and leaves there for Zanetti. Zanetti taken down by Asplund. Asplund now playing this one. And now getting it back, he'll play it to Kudicek. Kudicek from the inboards, taken off the puck by Warren. Over Johansson takes it back, moves it to Kudicek. Kudicek back to Johansson. Johansson to Warren, or rather to Ellis, who rips that one home. Morgan Ellis from the high slot ripples the mesh, and Färjestad now with a 5-goal lead. As the newly acquired Morgan Ellis ripples the mesh, and now you have to think that this game is all but over for HV71. .12:39 remaining in the third period, so still time. But 5 goals in 12.5 minutes is a mighty task for HV71. Well, it's a mighty task for any team, in fact, as Färjestad has absolutely poured it on here in the first half of the third period with 3 goals in 7.5 minutes. Färjestad controlling in their own zone now as the defenseman play pass behind the net. Stretch pass up the ice, knocked out of the air by the stick of Edgedal. Back into the HV zone, collected by Pilot as he'll play this one to his defensive partner. Pilot now getting it back. Tedenby in his own zone. And now Tedenby gets clotheslined at center ice, and Asland is going to draw a penalty here. Not much you can argue with that. That is a pretty heavy hooking call. And it's going to be called holding, not hooking. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. Färjestad faithful fired up right now. Haugen will poke that one. The Nygaard slowly sending this one down the ice. Randstrom now controlling, sending it to the corner. Randstrom will get it back. Fanning on the pass opportunity as Nygaard pokes him back into his own zone. Bengtsson now controlling, or rather Ulstrom, laying it back to Tedenby. Tedenby slowly out to neutral ice, now gains center. Picking off the puck, however, as this one is poked back into the HV zone. Ulstrom from behind his own net will look to start out. HV71 looking a little demoralized at the moment as Stephen Elliott upends himself as he slaps that one in deep, but Färjestad take it right back and send it the length of the ice. Stephen Elliott from the corner. Offensive zone, nice little move in and out on the defenseman. Tedenby finds himself behind the net as he'll play it back to the line. Elliott controls, playing this one to his defensive partner, Pilot. Now Elliott, back to Pilot. High slot shot wide of the net, collected by Wickstrand. Wickstrand in the corner, taken off the puck there by Stenlund. Rolling along the inboards now, as this one is pinned against the boards. Lart trying to fish it out of the skates there of Stenlund. He's able to move it back to the line. Back to Pilot, now Elliott. Elliott back to Pilot. Engvall lets the shot go, but it doesn't find its way on target. It's sent the length of the ice. Stretch pass up the ice to Elliott as they try to catch Färjestad on a change. Stephen Elliott from the blue line will play this one into the corner. Weston takes his man off the puck, getting some help now from Max Warren. Thornburg able to come away with it, walks it to the half boards. Back the other way now, it's Asland. Playing this one to Rhino. Back to 5-on-5 action as this puck finds its way back into the Färjestad end. Asland controlling, firing that one across ice. As Färjestad will work it into the offensive zone from the half boards. Backdoor pass to Johansson, just fans on the attempt. Johansson able to collect as Färjestad looks for more here in the third period. Back to the line. Ellis with the shot, and he scores. Morgan Ellis with his second of the period ripples the mesh and makes it 8-2 for Färjestad. didn't look like it took a deflection or redirect. So I think Morgan Ellis will get credit for this goal. Take a look at this replay once again. No, looks like it just goes straight through. Perfectly placed shot, top corner, up and over that left shoulder of Pettersson Wenzel. Morgan Ellis with 2 goals and an assist so far in this one. Now it's center ice, Färjestad collecting as Libor Hudacek is able to control. Playing this one to Asplund. HV71 play back into their own zone. Zanetti now into the offensive zone along the right side. And this is going to be whistled dead on the offside. Now we'll take a look at the stats from the game so far. Shots on net 32-25 in favor of Färjestad, 8 of which have found the back of the net. Missed shots 9-6 in favor of HV71. Hits 9-4 in favor of Färjestad. HV71 has been winning in the faceoff circle 32-25. Relatively busy night for special teams as HV71 has had 5 power play opportunities. Färjestad has had 3. HV71 with 6 power play shots and 1 power play goal. Färjestad with 2 power play shots and 1 power play goal, and so 20% power play for HV71, 33.33% for Färjestad, and 66.67% penalty killing for HV71 and 80% for Färjestad. Taking a look at the other games going on at the moment, and Linköping with the 2-1 victory over Mora. Marinas with the 2-0 lead over Djurgården. About 2.5 minutes left, and Malmo with about 1.5 minutes left, locked at 1 with Frölunda. Färjestad now controlling in their own zone. This one played off the boards to Figren. Robin Figren in the corner, tries to center out front, finds its way to the opposite corner. Tedenby now. Taken hard off the puck, and Morgan Ellis is going to draw a penalty here. And Morgan Ellis obviously not happy with that call. I think he's going to be called for boarding, as he gives Tedenby a shot right in the numbers and sends him hard into the boards. So HV71 is going to get another man advantage. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. Waved out of the circle of Stenlund, replaced by his captain, Thornburg. Färjestad able to win the face-off. Taken back by Thornburg, however. Martin Thornburg throwing it back to the line, out of the reach of his intended target as it comes all the way back into the HV zone. Lawrence Pilot now controlling in his own end. Sending this one up along the left side, tipped into the offensive zone. Thornburg along the inboards. This one is taken back by Stenlund. Stenlund back to the line to Elliott. Elliott cross ice pass. Back to Elliott. Elliott down low for Stenlund. Stenlund. Playing it back to Elliott at the line. Over to Pilot. Down low for Thornburg. Thornburg back to Pilot. Pilot over to Elliott. Elliott walking to the high slot. Back to Pilot. Pilot looking for the one-time attempt. Shot right on. Big rebound out front. Kept out by the left pad of Haugen. 60 seconds left on the man advantage. As Färjestad will slap this one around the boards, but not out as it's held in by Pilot. Played to the half boards now to Tedenby. Tedenby to the circle. Now back to the line to Brandstrom. Brandstrom lets the shot go, hits a stick up into the meshing for a stoppage with 6:55 remaining here in the third period. HV controlling off the face-off. Quick backdoor pass. Had a bit of a slight hesitation there by Edgedal, or rather by Landstrom. Gives Haugen an opportunity to get into position. Good turnout for this one tonight as they got their money's worth, that's for sure. 7,777 fans taking this one in. And a very unhappy looking HV71 fan there sticking it out. Good for him. Back to the blue line. Landstrom playing this one down below the net. Now Edgel from the other side sends that one off the side of the net. Holmstrom controlling, centering out front, doesn't find his intended target. Diving to poke that one out of the zone is Nygaard. Good play there as it finds its way back into the HV end, collected by Edgel as he'll carry through the neutral ice. Edgel gets tripped up, and this is going to be another penalty upcoming here to Färjestad with just 6 seconds remaining on the current one. No doubt about that one as Nygaard takes Edgel down, moving into the offensive zone. So a very brief 5-on-3 opportunity here for HV71. As this face-off will come to the right of Haugen. Millard sending that one into his own bench. And we'll have another stoppage. HV71 with the clean win back. Stephen Elliott controlling on the top of the circle. We're back to 5-on-4 action. Elliott with the long shot. Haugen with the save. Big rebound out front. Somehow that one stays out. And Färjestad's able to clear the zone. HV right back in, however. From the corner, Brandstrom playing this one back to the line. Pilot over to Elliott. Elliott with the shot right on. Landstrom looking for the redirect out front, but Haugen able to absorb that one right in the midsection. Holds on for the stoppage. And Haugen with a great save there to keep that one out. Just gets the glove on it right there. And denies David Holmstrom. Back to the line, controlled by Elliott. Stephen Elliott playing this one to the half boards. Back to the line now, as Elliott controls. Back to Pilot, Pilot to Elliott. Elliott to Pilot. Pilot down low. From the dot now. Thornburg, the captain, plays it back to Pilot. Pilot over to Elliott. Elliott back to Pilot once again. Back to Elliott. Elliott to Stenlund. Stenlund to Brandstrom. Brandstrom back to Elliott. Elliott back to Pilot. Pilot to Sweat. Sweat with the shot right on. And Haugen with the glove save holds on for the stoppage. 48 seconds remaining on the man advantage. HV71 with some good puck movement there. Creating a good opportunity there for Bill Sweat. Face off to the right of Haugen as this puck finds its way all the way down into the HV zone. HV in their own zone, controlling now. Brandstrom turning back at his own circle. Now Bill Sweat into the offensive zone. Still with possession of the puck. Gets it back along the half boards. Sweat back to the line, out of the reach, however, or just bounces over Brandstrom's stick as he's forced back into his own zone to collect. Now Figurin into the offensive zone along the left side. As this one's forced back out to neutral ice. Long shoot in around the boards. Collected by Morgan Ellis. We're back to 5-on-5 action. As Nygaard back on the ice after serving his 2 minutes. Figurin forcing this one down low. Ellis out front, and my goodness, that was close, but a great poke check there. Just takes that opportunity away from Max Warren, who would have had a great look at the net from the slot. Neutral ice, Edgel into the offensive zone along the right side. Backdoor pass just out of the reach, however, of Gustafsson. Collected now by Oscar Steen. Up to Nielsen. Nielsen into the offensive zone. He'll play this one off the boards behind the net. Mark Zanetti now playing this one around the half boards. Edgel coming away with it as he'll throw this one out to neutral ice. Now a long slapper. Haugen tried to glove that out of the air, wasn't able to, however. Nielsen sending this one to Aslan. Aslan into the offensive zone. Nielsen has that one taken away from him, finds its way deep into the HV end. Now a long shot finds its way wide of the net. Aslan plays this one back into his own zone to Weston. Weston behind his own net to the far corner. Attempted stretch pass up the ice, finds its way into the HV zone as Asplund loses the handle on the puck. Pilot with a big quick turnaround pass. Banks into Figure into Tenby. Tenby with the shot, that one wide of the net. Ulstrom now controlling behind the net. Walks it out to the circle. He gets taken down by Virtanen. Now Axelson controlling. Cross ice pass to Hudacek. Hudacek into the offensive zone. Has that one pop up in the air on him, and back checking is Tenby to collect in the corner. Lawrence Pilot from behind his own net now will fire this one up to the half boards as this one gets lifted down the ice. Now into the offensive zone is Wanstrom as he tried to turn on the Jets to collect that one, but it's poked away from him. Now tipped all the way back into the HV end. This is going to be an icing call going against Färjestad with 1:56 remaining here in the third period. And just before this third period started, I had mentioned that I wouldn't be surprised with the way Färjestad had been playing, that they'd probably get at least one more. Well, they certainly proved me right as they've scored 4 in this third frame. And this game has been out of hand since very early on in the third, as those 2 quick ones in the first 2 minutes put them up by 4 and created a very tough task for HV71. And then, of course, those other 2 over the last 12 minutes or so have put this game far out of hand. Behind his own net, Randstrom in the corner now. Returns it to his defensive partner who carries up the ice. Martin Thornburg has that one come off his skates. Morgan Ellis, who's got a pair of goals in this third period, as the puck stripped off him. Nygaard trying to poke that one outside the zone. Final minute of play. Martin Thornburg now from the half boards. Plays this one down low. Oscar Sun playing it to Warren. Warren with the sharp angle attempt, and Haugen with the save holds on for the stoppage with 46 seconds remaining in the third period. And Morgan Ellis going after Max Warren as the 2 number 4s coming together after the whistle. Face off to the left of Haugen. Clean win back to the line. Branson with the heavy shot. Haugen takes that one right in the chest and holds on for the stoppage. Färjestad giving this one up to Edgel, who has that one denied by the right pad of Haugen. Turnaround shot, and Haugen will sweep this one to the half boards. Färjestad controlling now. Now nice little in and out move by Gustafsson, but he couldn't finish it off. As Rydal pinned against the boards in his own end. Probably happy to just try and hold it there until the final buzzer, but Lars Haugen will hold on for the stoppage with just 9 seconds remaining. And Färjestad really turning on the Jets here in the third period. And a big win tonight for them. Big crowd here in Lofberg's Arena, certainly getting their money's worth, unless, of course, they're HV71 fans who made the trip from Jönköping. Saw a few of them earlier in the broadcast that did not look very happy as the time will click down. One last shot from the line, and the buzzer will sound as Färjestad comes away with a big 8-2 victory over HV71. Let's take a look now at stats from that third period. And my goodness, Färjestad scores 4 goals on 6 shots in that third period. HV71 absolutely peppering Lars Haugen in that third, so you have to give them credit on that. 14 shots on net, missed shots 3 apiece, hits 3-1 in favor of Färjestad, faceoffs 14-8 in favor of HV71. They had 3 power play opportunities, generated 8 power play shots, but weren't able to capitalize on any of them. Färjestad, on the other hand, had 1 power play, 2 power play shots, and 1 power play goal. So 100% power play and 100% penalty killing for Färjestad in that third frame. Shots on goal fairly evenly matched, despite the fact that HV71 only got 5 shots in the first period. 36 for HV, 32 for Färjestad. Missed shots 11-6 for HV. Hits 9-4 in favor of Färjestad. Faceoffs 39-31 in favor of HV. Power plays 6-3 in favor of HV71, and they generated 12 power play shots. My goodness, and generated 1 power play goal.